Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer, and it's part 8 of my managerial stint here in Belgium with Genk. And today it's all about the Champions League, no waffling, let's get stuck straight into the first leg, and it's Panathinaikos away from home. So a very busy start to the season for us. We just played those 3 friendly games. Then came the Super Cup against Anderlecht. I think both teams were a bit rusty for that game. And, we won it on penalties. And, we're straight into these Champions League playoff path games. And the team today, it's missing Glogovac because he's out for 4 or 5 weeks. And we are going to start with De Smet at left wing back. So the team is the Barbarian in goal. Back 3, Voloda, Cuesta, Nelson. The 2 wing backs, De Smet and Carmody. And we are going to play Hinshelwood as the backup right wing back this season. So we've got 4 wing backs at the club. I shouldn't really say that, should I? They are fit at the moment. Braybrook is very tired. Otherwise, he would have played as the DLP today. We're going to bring Mitchut in there. Miramon is going to play the anchor. Obviously, no Glogovac. So Endor is coming in to play that attacking midfielder. And our super duper duo up front of Federa and, the new contract in hand, Fowler. Let's hope we can keep hold of him. Otherwise, I'm going to be looking for a striker. And as I said in the last episode, nobody wants to come to us. The players that we need, the stature of players that we need to bump us on and move us on a little bit, just don't want to join Genk. So we need to keep hold of wonder kids like Fowler. Let's get stuck in. And our first game this season in the Champions League. And it's very nice to be here, but it's just a bit disappointing we're having to play these playoff games to get to the Champions League proper, if you will. And there's going to be banana skins along the way, and this could be one of them. You know, we could be out of the Champions League before it's even got started. Okay, the Barbarian plays the ball to Cuesta at the back. Miramon now. Fowler loses the ball there, looks a little bit out of sorts there, but anyway, Nelson does pick up that hoofed ball. Carmody, nice little ball into Mitchell in midfield. Fowler needs to wake up a little bit, but it's still early season. In many ways, you know, these games could be treated like friendlies because we should be playing friendlies now, not Champions League qualification games. And then Dor there fires a shot at the goalkeeper who saves it. An early doors touch for their keeper, and pushes that one round the post. And Dor now is going to take this to the near post. Once again, we're not very good from corners, if I'm honest. To be honest, I think we should use short corners all of the time. I might go in and change that, I'm not too sure. I am going to bump the mentality up to attacking, just to try and... We need a goal, really. We need to take at least a goal back to our place. But 16 minutes on the clock, and it's looking a bit lacklustre, but like I say, it's very early in the season to be playing Champions League football. It's a bit bonkers, if I'm honest. Miramon very nearly gives the ball away. We are looking a little bit rusty at the moment. Ball headed out. Mancini now coming forward with the ball. And I'm not quite sure who that was played forward to. If Panathinaikos want to keep playing that kind of football for 2 games, that'll do me down to the ground, because they're looking very poor at the moment. Federa in midfield, plays it to Endor. A ball to De Smet is needed here. Lovely ball to De Smet. And De Smet does what he does. You know, he finds those spaces on that left-hand side, gets into the penalty area. But we are looking quite rusty. 3 shots, 2 on target. XG's not too bad. 24 minutes. And we do have a throw-in. This throw-in is taken by Federa. Federa is going to throw the ball into the box. Fowler now. Ball there, and the ball is in the back of the net, and it is De Smet. And I've spoken a lot about De Smet. The board said he was no good. He was basically past his best, and we needed to move him on. If I'm honest, with that, I did put him on the transfer list. And then we were getting 1 or 2 bids for him, and I thought, you know what? I'm not finding anybody who can, in the transfer market, who can play that left side as well as Desmet. Let's take him off the transfer list, keep him happy, let's give him some game time. And he's rewarded me with that. And that is an absolutely beautiful goal from Ben Nelson. Who knew my wide centre-back could do that? That was a stunning goal from Ben Nelson. And we're winning 2-0 at Panathinaikos. And our Greek little adventure here is going very nicely at the moment. And we're only in the first half. It's not even half an hour on the clock yet. But Ben Nelson turns sweetly there. Just swings on his left foot. And well is it with his right. It's in the top corner. We're winning 2-0. Moving swiftly into half time now with a 2-0 lead. And we are going to say to the lads, we're absolutely delighted. Deliver that team talk. I'm guessing we might have 1 or 2 tired bodies. Because like I say, it's coming very, very early in the season this. Federa is looking quite tired. So I think we'll bring Zakiri on. Let's give him a little bit of a run out. Micah Faye can come on as well. And is the new lad on the bench? Silver is on the bench as well. We're going to make those 3 changes at half time. We're reasonably comfortable at the moment. I might just knock that mentality down to positive. So we're giving 2 of the backup centre backs a bit of a run out, which is quite nice. So Micah Faye, you've not seen a lot of him. I did sign him when I first joined Genk. And to be fair, 24-year-old, he actually looks very useful. He can actually play that left wing back role as well, so he might get some game time out there. But 6'1", he looks okay, doesn't he? You know, I mean, I keep saying this, but I'm trying to sign slightly better players than this, and nobody wants to come. So you know what? I'm making use of Micah Faye, and obviously Silva gets a run out in the second half as well. Okay, seconds on the clock in the second half, and Mitch gets us going with a free kick. Lumps in there. Silva picks that ball up now, and he's trying to get the ball through. And can we get the ball in the back of there? And Matt Fowler gets his first goal of the season. And let's hope he stays injury-free. If you're listening, Football Manager, we'd like him to be injury-free. Well, let's hope that's the first goal of many for Fowler this season. New contract in hand. He's with us for the next 5 years, unless somebody comes in with 25.5 million, and then, well, we'll have to sell him. But let's not think about that. We're 3-0 ahead. We're taking a 3-0 lead at this moment in time. We're taking that into the second leg at our place, and I think it's maybe time to make 1 or 2 more changes. So those 2 changes are in the midfield, defensive midfield. Ozo has come on and Hinshelwood. I think I probably do need to change those positionings. I'll have to do that when we come out of the game, because any changes you make within the game, they don't stick afterwards. So I will make those changes afterwards. But we've dropped into the cautious low block now. We don't need to bust a gut. The wing backs now can just defend and just hold the position, basically. Okay, having done that, Panathinaikos get the first highlight of the game. Mancini now is floating the ball into the box, and the ball is in the back of the net. I literally have no idea what happened. The referee, though, has actually got his arm in the air. He is thinking about this one. There is a review on the way, VAR, and they have awarded it. So it's 3-1 now. I would rather that not happen, to be quite honest, but my defence didn't cover itself in glory. Certainly Faye there was very, very poor, and the keeper wasn't an awful lot better. So that one little mistake in the game gave Panathinaikos a goal, but there's 5 minutes of time added on. We do run out 3-1 winners, and that is very nice indeed, and we are going to give them a delighted, because, well, we're delighted. And we move on to the next game, which will be... all right, so here we go. So this is the problem here. So Ursoy is not interested. So I've been telling you about this in the last episode. So these are the messages I've been getting. He's not interested in contract talks. He believes playing in the Jupiler Pro League for KRC Genk wouldn't be a good career move. I mean, that must be, I don't know, at least a dozen times I've read that message from various players. So we do have to walk away from that one. I'm not quite sure what's happening with this next one. Let's have a look. And the same thing there. He has absolutely no interest in talking to us under any circumstances. So not only does he not want to talk to us, it's under any circumstances. So you can see the problems that I'm having. That's 2 more players now that have fallen by the wayside that would have been a step in the right direction for us. We're going to need to hang on to our wonder kids because, well, bringing new wonder kids in seems a bit of an impossibility. Well, a comfortable 4-2 win there in our first game of the league season. But the focus today is the Champions League, and we carry over a 3-1 first leg result into this second leg. So it's a Barbarian goal, back 3 of Valoda, Cuesta and Nelson. We've got all those lovely green lines joining them all. And when I first joined here, we had dotted lines all over the place, and he can't play with him. Anyway, those back 3 are playing really well together. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite me today. The 2 wing-backs today are the 2 wonder kids, Fogarty and Carmody. Braybrook is the DLP. Ozo keeps his place in the anchor position. He's knocking on my door at the moment, wants more game time. He's a very, very good player, Ozo. I brought him in, but very, very physical, natural fitness of 16, great stamina. So ball-winning midfield player there. And like I say, he is asking, we can see there, once initially agreed game time. Quite a few teams want him on loan, but my squad size is not big enough for that. And to be fair, I think he can do a very good job for us. And I've got a very, very good midfield squad, if you will. So plenty of players who can come in and play there. I have just promoted another one of the youth team, well, 21-year-old Belgian lad at fullback. I don't know what he's right. So he's not got a lot of potential, but somebody came in on take him on loan. But I think he can do a job out there. And given the fact that Football Manager is forever injuring wing backs, it's probably a good reason to. In fact, actually, he's transfer listed. Let's just take him off the transfer list. I've done so much work in the transfer window. I was getting a bit bamboozled with it. In between the 2 Panathinaikos games, I think 6 players have gone out on loan. I've had 3 offers for other players going out on loan, 3 offers for players to buy. I can't keep track of it at the moment. It's absolute bonkers. Okay, so we'll confirm that. And let's just go back into here. So, yeah, we've done the midfield. Yeah, Castro played in the last game. He's going to keep his place as attacking midfielder. And our 2 superstar strikers, Federa and Fowler. So we'll give that a save. And we'll get into this second leg, taking this 3-1 lead into the second leg against Panathinaikos. But we do need to win this tie, because even then we get through. I think is it Trabzonspor or something like that. We'll have a look when this game finishes. Well, assuming we win it. So the teams come out of the tunnel, ready for the lineup, and I don't know whether have we got a full house in here. We should have. No, we haven't actually. Just looking, there's a few empty seats there. We should have a full house for this game. I know it's early season, but it's Champions League, and games don't come more important than this, do they really? But anyway, it is Panathinaikos with the ball early on, and I'm sure their manager will have sent them out with the message, we need an early goal, lads. You know, we're down 3-1, we need an early goal. Mancini puts the ball into the box. That's going to get headed, and the Barbarian there makes a little bit of a flap at that. Castro headed out, and we are under some pressure. So we are struggling to stamp our authority on this game. We've not had one single shot yet. Panathinaikos really taking the game to us. So like I say, I don't know whether that was a ball for De Smet or Federa. Federa, though, has done really well there. He's nicked the ball on a very, very poor shot. So this team's still looking very rusty. And moving into half-time now, and you can see there, Panathinaikos 5 shots, 4 on target, and we do hit half-time. I am going to give them a disappointed, but I understand why the performance has dropped off. You look at it at half-time, we are a very, very tired outfit. Very, very tired. And I think we might have to make some changes. I think De Smet is going to come on for Fogarty. And we are going to bring on Endor for Castro, I think. We'll make those changes and then see how we go. We are on a very attacking mentality now. I'm trying to give these lads a bit of a kick up the backside just to say, come on. I mean, we have got a 3-1 lead, so we don't need to bust a gut. And we don't want to concede a goal. Barbarian now. First highlight of the second half. Cuesta. Just find a blue shirt with it, lads. We don't need to do anything spectacular. Endor now. Fresh legs have come on. And the ball there, played to Fowler, and Fowler is looking very, very tired. And this is going to be a massive problem for us. We don't have the biggest of squads, and we are going to have to do a lot of rotation, I feel. And I don't know whether this might affect our league position in the early stages of this season. Trying to bust a gut to get into this Champions League proper. Ozo there just, I don't know what he did. He just ran into a bit of a brick wall and then just gave up. So it's Panathinaikos once again now. Won the ball. Ozo picks the ball up. Fowler plays it to Endor. And that should, if that's given, that should finish the tie-off. 4-1. If that stands, we're going to go into our low block, cautious tactic, which will hopefully keep us a little bit... Well, we don't need to bust a gut in that tactic, do we? And it has been given. So we're 4-1 up on the tie. Overall, Fowler to Endor. Played a very, very nice ball to him. It's in the back of the net. Okay, we are going to drop into that cautious tactic now. Hinchelwood has come on at right wing back. Trying to remember which change I've made now. Mitchell has come on as the anchor. And the left-footed centre-back, Micah Fahey. I want to try and rotate these centre-backs this season and maybe give the young kid Silva some game time as well. We are going to have to do that, whether I like it or not. We're going to have to do some fairly serious rotation. This game is coming 3 days after the league game that we won 4-2. So scoring 4 goals, conceding 2 goals. Obviously, we've expended some stamina in that game, and we're looking a very, very tired outfit. Okay, 75 minutes now. Mancini is going to put the ball into the box, but this is the only highlight that we've had. I think we've kind of killed the game off a little bit here. Ball is played out. Was it Braybrook who played that out? Oh my word, I have no idea what happened there. That could have been a really nasty accident. The Barbarian there diving towards a striker who was, he was winding himself up to take the shot, wasn't he? Cuesta now. Cuesta's going to play the ball to Hinchelwood. So it's just basically, it's just about find a blue shirt now, play the ball about, keep possession. Overall, we're 4-1 in the lead. We don't need to bust a gut now. We've got very, very tired players on the pitch. It wouldn't surprise me if we don't give this ball away, to be honest. I feel like Panathinaikos are probably good for another goal yet. But we have gone on to this low block. There we see, there's the loose ball. I thought that was going to happen. And Paz has a shot. The Barbarian tips it over the top. And we're putting a little bit of pressure on ourselves here. But we are very tired. And when you've got tired players on the pitch, you are going to do that. Corner comes in. Mancini again. Ball's headed out. Fowler's going to pick that one up. No, he's not. We do get a foot on the ball again in the penalty area and hoof it out. 10 minutes of the game left now. We are getting a few highlights now, which I don't really want to see. And this is Fahey, isn't it? I keep looking at his Christian name there. So Mikhail. Should have Faye on his shirt. Don't put Christian names on the back of your shirt. Ball forward. And once again, it's a poor ball. And Panathinaikos actually finishing the game. The stronger of the two teams. I don't know whether the Greek season has started yet. Certainly the Belgian one has. And it's not to our benefit, if I'm honest, because we are struggling now with fitness. I will stop saying that in a minute. Mitchell heads the ball out. It's coming back at us again. So we're getting highlights here that we don't need now. We just don't need any highlights. Ball into the box, headed out again. Doing some great work there, but a strike. We just couldn't clear our lines there. And it's back to 4-2 now. And great. We're doing some great defensive work there. Just keep heading that ball out. But eventually the ball comes back in. A thunderbolt there from Larsson. And a very, very similar goal to the goal that Nelson scored in the first leg. Our central defender. And more highlights. Nico Paz now. Cuesta does manage to get his head on it again. But he's still coming back at us. That comes off the crossbar. Oh my word. And this game is now squeaky bum time. What is going on here? This meant to be a low block, cautious mentality. Just eases into the end of the game. And that got a little bit desperate towards the end. But we do come out 4-2 winners. And we are going to give the lads, a very, very tired bunch of players, a delighted. And hopefully that'll cheer them all up. Pleased, assured, composed. That's exactly what we want. But we are going to have a league game coming up now. I noticed there, Ferencvaros have won 10-1 on aggregate. So a little bit of money coming in there for those the playoff path games. 85,000, nearly 86,000. It's not a lot of money at this stage. Once you get into the proper Champions League proper, then the money, particularly if you're winning games, will start rolling in. And it is Trabzonspor AS who we're playing in the third qualifying round now. We have got it the right way around again, so we're playing the away leg first, home leg second. But they are a 3.5-star reputation team in the Turkish Super League. So I'm finding it quite confusing, this. I've gone onto the Champions League page here, and I've basically done the drop-down box there. And it looks like the path is first qualifying round, second qualifying round, which we've just played and won, third qualifying round, which is against Trabzonspor, and it looks like there's another game after that, which is a playoff game. I don't know. I mean, potentially we've got another 4 games to play. All could be banana skins. And not only that, but it's given us an awful lot of football to play. And if we look at the schedule here, we've got Genk to play away from home in the league. And then we straight into the Champions League again with a league game sandwiched in between of Mechelen. And it's a game every 3 days. Is my squad big enough? I don't know. A little bit worried, if I'm honest. Okay, well, all I can keep doing now is rotating the squad. Hopefully that doesn't disrupt the the mentality of the team. We have 1 game in the league to play against Ghent. And then we straight back into Trabzonspor, which will be the next episode. 2 games in the Champions League path. It's the third qualifying round. And then, like I say, after that, there could be a playoff game to play as well. I don't know. We'll only find out by playing these games now. I'm a little bit confused. And it's not very clear in-game as to what we do. But anyway, going to go away, play this Ghent game. And then the next episode we'll be back again for the third... it's such a mouthful. The UEFA Champions League League Path third qualifying round first leg. If you can get your head around that, you're a better man than me. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, because I have. It's been okay. We're in the Champions League, and this is where the money is. I just need to get some players to come and sign for me. I will be doing that off camera as well, hopefully. We'll see you very shortly.